Welcome to the stream. It's Ogtane Simracing Round 2, Season 11 of the Saturday Night Shakedown from a very wet Zandvoort. We've got 13 brave souls tonight going to take on the wet. Our champion from last season, Mac, there on screen at the moment. As you can see, there's some pretty tasty times there in practice, so the boys are 6 minutes away from going into a 15-minute quali session, so we'll see who grabs pole and how the guys go in these tough conditions. Alright, we've only got a couple of minutes. Boys will be getting ready for quali. Some quick times up there. The boss with a 42.6. Verk not far behind that, as you can see, all the way down to 8th place, under a second. Everybody probably heading back to the pits now, getting ready for the quali session. last season's champion. Oh, gets a wild on the grass there. Oh, he was flying there. Alright, all the lads heading back, getting ready for quali. Some of our newer drivers putting in some good times there. I think this race will be about staying on track and keeping it clean and picking your spots off one at a time. It's going to be very tricky. It'll be very hard for the drivers to see. So yeah, the lads are about to go qualifying now, so we'll see who can put down their fastest lap, take pole position.
Upper boys.
Green light, give it all you can.
So it looks like we've got Boss and Good Vibes out first. It's the Wolf not far behind them. Vibesy first out on track. Looks like he's getting stuck straight into his business. Couple of drivers still in the pits. Good Vibes about to start his first hot lap with the Boss right behind him. Then the Wolf behind him, so we'll see if we can follow the action. We'll do our best. Vibes about to come across the line, complete his first fast lap. .146. Then we have the Boss. And then the Wolf, 145. Here come the times, they're starting to tumble. Boss still has pole by a good half a second. Nobby up into fourth. See what Dunn's got. Catches the grass there a little. Goes to second, 2/10 off the pace. So Boss is the early pace setter. Maverick on his opening fast lap. All the lads looking to finding it hard to keep her on track there in that corner. She seems to slide over the ripple strip, catch a bit of the sand. And he'll go to third with that 2.5 off the pace. Good vibes. Can he improve his time? He does. He goes to the top. Great lap vibesy. The Boss then throws in a 44. Catches a bit of the grass. It must have been on it. The Wolf. He does improve up one position. Mac still trying to find his groove here. He might have caught a bit of traffic. Nobby up into sixth. See what Dunn's got on his second lap. Does he go any quicker? He does. 0.025 from pole. Next across the line is going to be Maverick here. Got 1.2 seconds to make up to have a look at pole position. The champion still hasn't got a lap time in. I think he might be just trying to find a little bit of real estate there somewhere. See if Maverick can move up. Does not improve his lap. What about good vibes? Doesn't go any quicker, and here comes the pole sitter, the Boss. Gets it a bit squirrely there on exit. Doesn't improve his lap. Got Sebi here. He's been sort of quick in. He moves up into fifth. Mac gets a lap in, 1/10 off pole. Brutal moves up a spot. It's an awesome battle for the positions. They're really close from the top 8 up, and then the bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys are really close as well. Yeah, trading laps. Oh, gets a bit wild there. Alright, Dunn just goes to pole by half a second. What a lap, mate. Well done. So our pole sitter done by half a second. I'll be soaking up some water, and times will probably get faster towards the end of the second off Dunn's time. The boss doesn't improve on his lap there. Next coming across the line, we're going to have Sebi. Out in the grass, it's probably invalidated that lap. The Wolf does improve. It looks like he's going to head to the pits. No, he's just... No, whoop, whoop. Oh dear, oh dear. A bit of traffic there with the lads. Boss needs half a second. GT's out having a lap, getting a feel for the track. So we'll see if Vibesy can chip away at this 8/10. See how the track's evolving. Gets a little wide there. All the fellas are sort of dumping that rear wheel there. They're pushing hard in the wet. No, he does not improve. The boss needs half a second. He does. Goes to the top. 43.6. See what the champ's got. I think the best times are going to be done right at the end of the session here, so those have put in enough fuel and probably sort of prepared the car over a few laps. Might pay some benefits for them here. Max still needs 8/10. Dunn hasn't got an answer for the boss at the moment. Verk in the Ferrari. It's a nice livery, that one. Needs to find 1.9 seconds for pole. And he does make a fair jump back up to 4th. So as you can see, the track is obviously getting a little drier. Neither of them guys improve there. Quali's winding down. There's only a couple of minutes left to go. Yeah. 58 car Sebi. He's coming across the line next. He needs to find 1.7. Spawn mid-pack. Wolf's back out. Can he go a bit quicker? Looks like he's warming tyres for a final run. Nobby up into 10th. Brutal improves his time just a little bit there. See if Verk's got 7. He needs 7/10. No, he does not. Next across the line, who have we got? Good vibes and the boss. Done needing to find 4/10. That's the end of the quali session, so this will be his last lap. Once he comes across the line, that'll be it. The other car's filing into the pits there. He can't do it to the boss. Looks like he's taken pole position. Brutal heading down the pit lane. I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't know if the boss is on one final hot lap. He may have made it. Right, so we're a couple of minutes away. All the boys will be putting their race setups in, race fuel, fresh set of tyres, and in a couple of minutes we'll be racing. Right, drivers should spawn onto the grid very shortly. And they're going to take on Zandvoort in the wet for 1 hour. They've got a mandatory pit stop with a minimum of 1 litre. So tyres are optional. They've just got to put 1 litre of fuel in their car. And they can only do that in a 5-minute window in the middle of the race. So it should make it pretty interesting if we get groups of cars all racing coming into the pits together.
Right,
So
there's some rain in this session, so watch out for slippery curves and remember to brake earlier.
cars will do an observation lap and and she'll go green and we'll be racing.
Seconds.
Alright, we got the call. 30 seconds.
20 seconds.
And here we go. I'll
10 seconds.
head off on their observation lap and then it'll be on. Excuse me. Oh, it should be too wide. Get the call. Here we go. Hopefully all the boys just take it easy down into T1 and through the next section of corners. Find their groove, find their rhythm. These tough conditions, braking will be very difficult in a bunch of cars. Different rates of acceleration and braking, so see if the boys can hang it all together for T1. And as everyone likes me to say, boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Green light. Go, go,
Get
go.
the green and they're away. Everyone looks to be behaving themselves already. Everyone's through. What an opening lap. Mid-pack here, getting pretty tasty. Boys are tiptoeing. Have a look at the spray. The boys would not be able to see a thing. Everybody's made it through safely. What a start. Some great driving by the whole group of drivers here just to make that happen. That is difficult to do. Look, the boss has opened up a little gap, get a little bit of breathing room. Vibes and Nobby, Urban, Brutal slotted in with It's the Wolf, GT. Them boys just biding their time. It's hard to know where to look at this stage. I think the boys are just feeling out the conditions. It's clever racing. Looks like everyone's going to make it through the first lap. That is some awesome driving by the whole field. Mac looking to put a bit of pressure on Verk. Spawn behind him. Sebi, then a bit of a gap to Sebi, and then you've got the veterans, Good Vibes, Nobby, Urban, hanging in behind him. It's quick along there, but then the guys catch up there through the corners. I'll see if they can make any moves there. Looks like Mac's getting pretty racy behind Verk. So put him under a bit of pressure and see if he can get an early position. Boss is driving away at the front. John just consolidating in second with Maverick fairly well stuck to his bumper there, so that may develop into something a bit later. Max definitely trying to have a look at Verk here. Boys are absolutely flying through that last corner. Boss puts down the fastest lap. Dunn chasing him, but hasn't really got anything for him at this stage of the race. Runs a little wide, but that's all right. Could be his preferred line in the old AMG. Seems to have gapped Maverick just a little now. Burke holding station in fourth with Mac just sitting there biding his time, I'd say. He's going to figure out where he can work a move or what the go is. Oh, Maverick up in front. He's off the track. Oh, this could be dangerous here. He needs to just sort of let them boys go. They're racing. It was very well done by everybody. Very close. But unfortunately, Maverick's going to have to give up a couple of positions there. The boys caught him at a great rate of knots. Oh, looks like no contact. Spawn's gone straight in for the attack and says, I want the position too. And while that's going on, Good Vibes looks to be putting the pressure on Sebi as well. It's all happening here in the mid-pack. Look at him go. Maverick under all sorts of pressure from Spawn. And the same goes for Sebi with Good Vibes fair on his bumper as well. And Nobby just sitting back there, watching it all happen. Well, after that flurry of action, the boys seem to have calmed down a little bit. That was some exciting racing, especially in the wet. All the drivers did really well. Oh no, that's the champion. Max around up at the top of the hill. He's done the right thing. He's waited for everyone to come through. See how much damage he's got. Oh, the car does not look good. That could be retirement. He's back in the pits. He was going so well. It's so unfortunate. I'm not sure what happened there. We missed that, but the boss and Dunn up front, driving away with it at this present time. Burke in third now. Maverick fourth. Spawn in fifth. And Good Vibes is still just hovering around there with Sebi. He was right on his bumper just before, really putting the pressure on him. Mac looks like he's fixed his car and he's back on the track. So, well done, Mac. That's hats off. He's continued on. He's got his car fixed by the looks of it, and yeah, he's back on track. So we'll see if he can somehow find his way back to the rear of the field, because I'm not sure if he's a lap down. I could be wrong. Burke's just done the fastest lap. Boss out in front. So far we're only 8 minutes in, so they've got a long way to go. Drivers seem to be pacing themselves there now. Nobby and Urban just putting in consistent laps. Brutal doing the same thing, doing well, one of our newcomers. See if we can see the front of Mac's car. Yeah, I'm not sure. It does look a little crumpled, but maybe he just fixed the suspension and got her back out on track. It's unfortunate. He was showing some good pace and was sitting prime to make some big moves. Got Spawn slowly catching Maverick here, just chipping away. Maverick and Burke, the beneficiary of Mac's unfortunate spin. It just looked like a spin. I'm unsure. We didn't see the incident. Good vibes. Putting a blowtorch to Sebi again. He's come after him for another crack. Urban and Nobby in the background as well. Couple of big battles going on down the back here. Boys are going for it. The leaders. It's done in his AMG. Doing really well. Really well in his second race. And Burke behind him. I don't know if he's making any inroads yet, but that may develop into a battle after the pit stops. Brutal GTB and Wolf battling it down the back of the pack. This is no less intense, whether it's for first or 10th, 11th and 12th. These blokes are at it. Oh no! There goes Brutal, unfortunately. He rejoins pretty well safely there. The other two boys go on and race. That's unfortunate for Brutal. He was doing so well. See if the Wolf can catch GTB here. The big Bentley. Looking to monster the Ferrari. Let's see if he can get him down the main straight possibly. That's probably going to be his best chance. Spawn's made it past Sebi. Fortunately, we missed that one. Oh no, sorry, got that wrong. Spawn was behind Maverick, who's a little way up the road now. Just opened up a bit of a gap. See good vibes in the background there, just power sliding in the wet onto the main straight. Will the Wolf be close enough to out-drag the McLaren down the straight? He's in the slipstream. Does he move to the inside? He's having a look. He thinks better of it. He's definitely going to be thinking about that move in laps to come. Oh, and GT runs wide. Does that open the door for Wolfie? No, Wolfie cuts him a break. Heads up driving by the Wolf. Cuts him a break, let him back in line. Definitely got the pace on GT. It'll just be a matter of time before he gets that move done, I think. Really pouring the pressure on the McLaren. Oh, he runs a bit wide. But he hangs onto it nicely. Hangs onto it. I'll give GT a bit of breathing space just for the next couple of corners, but he'll regroup and be all over him, no doubt, very shortly. Looks like Nobby's made some inroads on Spawn here. The Mustang versus the Aston Martin. Sebi and Good Vibes still there. The Mustang got the legs, no, not quite. All the drivers really showing their skills. Looks like Dunn's just done the fastest lap of the race so far. Oh, got the purple number beside his name on the scoreboard there, so he's really pushing that AMG. Only a couple of seconds off the boss. They're sort of out in front. A fair gap back to Verk. Maverick out in a bit of fresh air by himself, but the battles start from 5th down. Nobby chasing down Sebi. Good Vibes chasing down Sebi, and Nobby trying to put some pressure on Spawn. Oh, Sebi getting a bit wild over the top there. Oh, there's been a change for second and third. Dunn must have had a spin. There doesn't seem to be any damage on his car, so Verk's gone through to second position, and well, that's taken all the pressure off the boss, as Dunn was only 2 seconds behind him, and has now given up second place to Verk, who is 7 seconds behind the boss. So he's probably lucky to hang on to third. Maverick 4th, Sebi, Good Vibes, Spawn. He did have a bit of pressure from Nobby there, but that battle seems to have simmered just for the moment. Urban Ghost, GTB, still holding 10th. It's the Wolf, Brutal, and Mac. He's on a... Oh, you can see that front end. You can see it now. He made a quick hit to the pits, I would say, to fix his suspension, but unable to get the bodywork done. And He's a lap down. We'll see if he can pull some kind of magic trick. But it's going to be tough for Mac, unfortunately, from here, I think. The boss driving around, unhindered out front. So we'll see if Dunn recomposes himself after a possible spin. We're unsure. We didn't see what happened. See if he can mount a challenge to take back his second position here. Pit stops are only about 6 minutes away, so the cars will be getting light on fuel, possibly. Some guys may have run enough fuel for the entire race. Some guys might have split the fuel load. We'll find out here shortly. Oh, there's a car in the pits already. Maverick has obviously run out of fuel. He doesn't have enough fuel to get to the 32 minute and 30 second stage, so that's going to drop him. Probably be lucky not to lose a lap. He just does a splash and dash, gets in, gets out. He can stay on the lead lap and won't do himself too much damage. So that's going to mean Mac's going to unlap himself against... Yeah, he's still in the pits. Not sure what's going on there. Oh, the urban ghost is out. Okay, he's moving again. He's gonna stay ahead of the leader, so he's still on the lead lap, but down in 12th. So that puts Verk into second, with Dunn third, Sebi into fourth, Good Vibes fifth, Spawn sixth. They're all in a bit of a group. But I would say they're all waiting for the pit stop before they go to war, as I imagine they will towards the end. They'll all be eyeing each other off. Fourth, fifth and sixth position. Then you've got Nobby and Urban. See if Urban's got anything for Nobby. And these three fellas down here. See if they can... there's going to be a battle there a bit later. Probably between Wolfie and GTB. And it looks like Maverick's just gone off again. Maybe he's got some kind of problem with the car. We'll see how that pans out. Oh, here we go. It's on now. Dunn and Verk are going to go at it just before the pit window opens. Verk might be thinking he wants to be in front going into the pits. We'll see what happens. Hopefully they race clean. Looks to be doing that. It's on the brakes early. Nice work. Good driving. These guys, all there, fourth, fifth and sixth. That's going to turn into an epic battle as the race winds down after the pit stops. Looks like Dunn might just going to sit there now and bide his time. The boss is in no man's land. He has no pressure, nobody to worry about. Dirk seems to pull a bit of a gap through that section of the track. Has done a couple of laps before that. Just pulls a little gap through sector 2. These fellas are starting to get racy just before the pit stop. Fuel's coming off. They might be feeling a little quicker, a little more nimble. Yeah, done all over Burke now towards the end of the lap. See if we can stick with him and maybe get a run on him down the main straight. The Ferrari looks to just get the better drive out of that corner, and that's where the problem is for Dunn. Oh, he runs it out on the grass, looking for the run. Can he use the V8 power of the AMG? It's just not going to be enough. The Ferrari gets way better drive out of the final corner. And so, yeah, that's going to be something Dunn's going to have to work on over the next few laps. Oh, he's on the grass. Some heads-up driving there. Dunn gave him the room to come back on the track. That was pretty well done there, but now he's under supreme pressure. Dunn all over the back of Berg's Ferrari here. Just made a little mistake, that's all it takes.
Pit window is open.
There's the pit window, so the boys have got 5 minutes to do their pit stops. So does Mac fly in now? He does. That's worked out. He's going to be the first in the pits and the first out. So you never know. Mac may be able to claw his way back onto the lead lap here. It'd be an epic drive if he could manage to do that. Look, good vibes all over Sebi before they go into the pits. Let's see what happens here with these two. I don't think they're, well, it looks like they're going to stay out for another lap, but they only have 4 minutes left. So the boss is straight in. He's not going to play around with the time clock. Get in, get his 1 litre, and he'll probably be straight out again. Looks like Mac's going to get some damage fixed. If he can get out before the boss, no, it's not going to happen. So the boss is first to pit in the lead. That puts these... Oh, and we've missed the position change. Something's happened there, and Dunn has now assumed the lead of the race, and looks to be putting a fair gap on Burke. Nobby just leaving the pits now. Mac had a hell of a lot of damage to fix there, unfortunately. GTB's in, Brutal's in. So Dunn now in the lead of the race. They have 3 minutes left to do their pit stop, so they're probably going to have to come in this lap. The whole top 5 here, top 6, top 7, apart from the boss. Maverick's in for his pit stop. GTB's in doing his. So yeah, these fellas are going to have to come to the pits now, or they're going to run out of time, I believe. We'll see where he is on track. He will have time to do another lap. He will have time, so he's going to really push it.
We are halfway through, not over yet.
Good vibes into the pits. He's in third. So, Urban Ghost, he'll be in this time round. So will the Wolf. And here comes the boss. He's our virtual leader. Oh no, he's run off the track. He's run off the track. That's going to cost him some time. And our leader here, Dunn, he needs to pit this lap. He will not have time for another pit stop. Another lap, sorry, before his pit window closes. So once the Wolf's pitted, I believe he's in the pit lane now. He is. Dunn will be the only car not to have pitted, and he needs to get in here. See if he goes in now. Yep, he's in now. The Wolf leaving the pits. Oh, he flirted with concrete wall there on entry. So it looks like the boss is about 30 odd seconds away. I think he'll reassume the lead here. Oh,
The window is now closed.
that was very close. Very, very close. It's going to, the battle's going to rage with these fellas again. Every time we look away, we miss the move. Oh, done sideways across the top of the hill there. They're putting on a show, these fellas, and Spawn's just going to see if he can get involved somehow and pick up a couple of spots. Good vibes, still stuck to Sebi. Some race-long battles going on here. Brutal, unfortunately, he's in the wall again. Oh, gasses it a little hard. Lucky he got out of the way there. It's good driving. Keep an eye on what's going on around you. These fellas up here are going for it, and while they're battling, that's going to allow Spawn to get in on the action. Oh, he runs wide in the grass. You can see in the background there, Vibes, lights ablaze in the back end of Sebi. Looking to put him under some pressure. These blokes are putting on a show. Spawn now going to serve up some pressure to Dunn while he's trying. He runs wide. Spawn has a look up the inside. They both give each other room. That was some great racing. Definitely putting the pressure on. You can see that's allowing Verk just to grab a little breathing space. Whoa. Oh, he's getting all over. He's all over the track. He's lost it there in the wet. That's going to let Spawn through. Doesn't really fight the position that much. He can't. He was so loose there. He did very well just to hang on to it and keep it on track. But instantly fights back against Spawn. Just a split second concentration here in these conditions, and it's so easy to make a mistake. The boys in the background getting after it. Sebby sideways out of the chicane. Yeah, good vibes. It's just waiting there, ready to pounce on any mistake. Nobby kind of out in his own. Got a bit of clear track, so same with Urban. Maverick, after what looked like he had to take an early fuel stop, which is unfortunate. As you can see now, Verk's driven away. And it seems as though Spawn is now putting a gap on Dunn. Here comes good vibes. Pressure on Sebby. He's been working on this move all race. Oh, that was someone around there, 9:17. Oh, that's done. He's had a spin, and unfortunately dropped down to 6th position. So these fellas here, Sebby and Good Vibes, they're having a battle royale, and that's let Spawn catch Verk. He's now half a second, not even, off his bumper, and now Verk's going to come under pressure from one of our seasoned drivers, Spawn, in his Aston Martin. Looking very racy. So's Good Vibes. Good Vibes and Sebby, they've been going at it the whole race, which is, yeah, it's pretty amazing in these conditions. Some great skill on show here. Wolf and Brutal. Brutal's Beamer's pretty brutally beaten up. He's had a couple of excursions, unfortunately, but he's just new here, so he's coming to grips with ACC, and the conditions are not easy, so oh, the Wolf getting wild out on the grass. Go back to the top. We've got 20 minutes to go. Looks like Verk's just pulled a little gap there. We'll go back to that one. Field sort of spread out at the moment. This is the closest battle on track at this present time, with a few others are going to develop as the race goes on. And it looks like the Wolf, he's got the run up the inside. Brutal running wide there on the ripple strip. I think it's just a matter of time the Wolf will get that job done. Spawn all over Verk still. The boss is just driving away. He's under no pressure whatsoever. This is where it's at for the second position. The other battle is down here. It's just a matter of time, I think, till Wolf gets this one done. You can see the Beamer's carrying a lot of damage. It's going to be slow on its performance. Tight battles all up and down the field. They are locked in battle, these fellas, going for it. It's great racing to see. It's awesome to watch, and the conditions just terrible, but they're still putting on a show, these boys. Some awesome racing. Whoa, the Wolf getting squirrely on exit. Can he get the run on the Beamer? Oh, he's brought it down. Spawn's brought the gap down by 3/10 that lap. Visibly closer. It's going to put him under some pressure right here. I don't know where to look. Spawn all over Verk for second. Wolfie and Brutal going at it. Does Wolfie have the draft this time against the beat up BMW? He takes it down the inside. And Brutal just, it gives him the room but holds the position. What a great race between them fellas. "15 minutes to go, the fuel will be lightening off. In the slipstream, and in the background, it looks like Dunn's going to put some pressure on Good Vibes. Gets it out on the sand. That won't help his cause. But he's really pushing. All these boys doing a tremendous job. Have a look at this, how close this is. Up the hill they go, fighting for traction. Look at the car's attitude, getting sideways as they come around the corner. Oh, he runs a little wide. Good Vibes has a look. Maximum pressure on the Mustang. And Dunn in the background trying to have a look around Good Vibes as well. This is epic racing. All three of them nose to tail makes his one move and now starts to try and make inroads on the Mustang again, with Dunn just backing off a little bit there. Caught the ripple strip, that can be dangerous in these conditions. Spawn still trying to work a move on Burke. Some crazy battles. Leave it on this battle here for the moment. Looks like the Wolf is closer than ever at getting this move done now. Can he get the draft down the main straight? Does Maverick give him a bit of a push? He does. He has a look down the inside, but he still can't do it. Maverick just has no choice but to run wide. He's lapped down, unfortunately, and that's probably smart of him. So well done for that. And let these boys continue their battle. Oh, it's on down here. It is on. Oh, the Beamer finds a bit of the edge of the track there and gets all squirrely. You can see the damage on it. I don't want to look away. We'll look away and he'll get the move done. It's happened a few times tonight. Good vibes and done. And Sebi still going at it. Maverick needs to be careful here. He's a lap down. Oh, and he runs wide up onto the sand. Does that give the Bentley the run onto the straight? Oh, they're going for it, the lads.
Kong Wolfie.
Okay, so Maverick was for position, I believe. I thought he was a lap down. I could be wrong. We'll go back up here and see what's happening with these fellas. They were all over one another at one stage. And looks like Burke's made a mistake. And Spawn's got through typical while we were watching the Wolfie battle with Brutal. We've missed the action at the front. We can't be everywhere. All the Aston gets a bit squirrely there. The boys must be feeling the tyres must be going away because here comes Sebi and good vibes. See if we can see any damage here on Burke's car. Not sure what happened. Yeah, the rear looks to have some damage on it. And yeah, down the side too. Yeah, there's well, without seeing the incident, we don't know. He's probably come off the track somewhere, I'd say. Yeah, you can see that left side of the car in the rear has a fair bruise on it. So the boss out in front, he's coming up to lap traffic actually. The Wolf has made it past Brutal. Maverick's off down the road. Nobby and Urban, they're got their own little bits of real estate, just cycling around doing constant laps. The nut. Dunn was right up there after, had a promising start to the race, but he's made a couple of mistakes. Managed to keep his car off the wall, though, I suppose. That's the most important thing. And with 6 minutes to go, it looks like Sebi's visually catching Spawn along with good vibes. See some late race pressure come in here. He's got a comfortable gap there now. He looked a lot closer on the main straight. She looks to have a bit of a bruise on her too, the front of the Mustang. Let's hope that wasn't Burke. There's only going to be a couple more laps for the boss. If he keeps it together, he'll have driven a great race and yeah, got out in front early under no pressure. So conditions like this, it's what you're probably looking for as a driver, just to get on up the road, stay out of trouble. Wolfie doing the right thing. Good vibes and Sebi still there, still in hot pursuit of Spawn. With only a few laps left in this one. Mac Main just does the fastest lap of the race. Unfortunately had early trouble and ended up in the pits a couple of times. GTB plugging away, he's got himself up into 9th position. He's had a pretty trouble-free race by the looks of it. Seen him in some tight battles earlier. But he's done really well. Could have had a couple of Red Bulls tonight. Not long to go now. I think you'll find that this will be the final lap of the race. The boss is going to come across the line. Spawn comfortably second now as Gap Sebi. All the boys starting to settle down now. Tyres are probably beat. Should be the final lap of the race. He's only a couple of quarters from victory now. Congratulations to the boss on the victory. Round 2 at Zandvoort. Spawn looks like he'll come home and take second. An awesome drive from Spawn. Sebi and Good Vibes. A race-long battle, and Sebi's going to win out by next to nothing. Verk behind him. Dunn, unfortunately, was right up the top there for a while. Had a few mistakes. Nobby Nuts. Urban Ghost. Mac, unfortunately, had some early trouble. Right, so we'll get the top 3 in the chat here. Just trying to find the boss here. Alrighty, well, we'll start with you, Spawn. That was a good race, mate. You did really well. Tough conditions. Fantastic. Oh, well done, mate. Yeah, had some awesome battles there with thought Sebi was going to get you there for a bit, but you managed to get away. So yeah, congratulations to you, mate. And I'm glad you had a night off too. You raced well. Yeah, no worries. We'll see if these other fellas jump in the chat. If not, I'll miss their podium interview and we'll make something up. Like, how was it, boss? Yeah, well, got out in front. Yeah, great to be back. Got out in front and drove away under no pressure. Thanks, everybody. See you next time. And Sebi, well, not sure about Sebi. I'm sure he had a great race. Him, yeah, him and Good Vibes had a race-long battle. That was awesome to watch. So good on them fellas. And yeah, some great racing by everybody tonight. Turn 1 was just majestic. The opening lap was so tight, it was unreal. Up here he is here. He's made it in. So,
made it.
well, I got him here. Congratulations, boss. You come back for a race and tough conditions, mate. Tell us a bit about it.
I was getting used to the track and it's a bit wet, but I just tried to be consistent and just not get into any trouble. And yeah, it was a good race.
You did well, mate. Congratulations. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
No worries. Well, good on you, boys. I'm not sure if Sebi's going to jump in the chat here, but Yeah, he looks, where is he? I'll send him another quick invite. There he is. We'll see. Give him another couple of minutes. If he's not in, I'll end the stream. And yeah, some awesome racing by everybody tonight. Some really close battles. Some unlucky moments for some drivers, but to their thanks, mate. Yeah, to their credit, that they yeah, yeah, they couple of unfortunate moments for some drivers that were looking the goods, but hats off to them. They got back in the race and finished her off, so that was really good. Well, it looks like Sebi's not keen for his podium interview, so well done to you, Sebi, on your third place, and yeah, we'll see you all next time.
Thank you.